How do I feel about a fight that I lost or a fight that I got robbed? Which one you mean?
Fight that you lost, that you know that this guy.
I know that I lost the fight legitimately. That's when I fought Bernard Hopkins. I know that I lost that fight legitimately. There was nothing that I was able to do that would work. Everything that I tried to do, like I showed it, so he was ready for it. It's like, I've never been in the ring with any person with the experience or the boxing skill that Bernard possessed ever before until I get to Bernard. Everybody that I ever fought in the amateurs was people who was maybe as good as me, as not as good as me, or a little bit better than me. Never somebody that was just so much better than him. You know what I mean? I've never been in the ring with anybody that was way better than me, ever. So once I got in the ring with Bernard Hopkins, everything that he was doing was just new. There was nothing that I could do with him. It's like he was able to read my mind. But now that I have experience, I know he wasn't reading my mind. But in that moment, I felt like he was reading my mind. But I know now with experience, I was telegraphing, meaning that I was showing what I was about to do. Like I was about to throw that jab, and I was like, he could see that I'm about to throw that punch. If I'm going to throw this one out. So once you're telegraphing those things, with experienced fighter and good fighters, you're not going to be able to hit them. So that's why I felt so helpless, because everything I tried to do, he was able to maneuver around it and did what he wanted to do and get away. And I just felt like there was no answer. So it's the only first time and not just the first time, the only time I ever felt helpless in a boxing ring. When I fought Bernard Hopkins.
Of course, you felt new to you.
Yeah, everything was just new and different. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
After the fight, when you were announcing, how did you feel on the inside? Like, you just got your ass beat and you've been beating people. Like, I know that feeling is definitely new to you.
Well, for me, it's definitely new, and all I'm thinking is, how am I going to ever get to that level? Because I was already boxing on maybe 6 years or so. So at that time I'm like, man, how am I ever going to get to that level? How am I going to ever be that good like he was? That's at least how I felt how good he was, because I didn't understand how he was so good. Because all of my boxing career, I never felt like anybody can beat me. Because I've never witnessed it. I've never been in that kind of situation. Never been in, and I felt like, one of the baddest man walking. You know what I mean? So when he talk and when he says certain things, I know where he's coming from, because I know I had those feelings, but I had no clue of the other level of boxing until I actually start going into the ring and start. Because after Bernard Hopkins, they kind of just take the lid off me. Because before they kind of was protecting me from certain type of fighters, but after I lost to Bernard, I was no longer undefeated. Then they just throw me to the wolves. They're like, go fight. But that was actually better for me, because that's when I started learning. Because now I was fighting against the A guys, the big level guys. So it took me some time to learn. That's when I have all of my losses and stuff. Because I was mental adjustment plus physical adjustment needed to happen to deal with those guys. So when I train these guys, I try to give them those experiences, but in sparring. Not give them those experiences in actual fights. So I always try to find the best fighter I can find for them to spar with, so they get those experiences in sparring, so they don't feel that feeling that I felt when I fought, because I've never been in the ring with anybody like that before, which I never want to happen to my fighter. So I want him to have those experiences in the gym, not in the arena.